This was the first Sci-Fi Channel original movie I ever owned. I was a mere 11 years old. Sabretooth, the 2002 sci-fi horror film directed by James D.R. Hickox, who also directed Blood Surf, Children of the Corn 3 Urban Harvest, amongst others. The plot. A group of 5 campers head off into the woods for a wilderness exercise. However, something has escaped its cargo confine and is tracking them down. With a hunting party of 4 in pursuit, 2 12-inch fangs will impact the meat of its prey and make damn sure that it's the king of these mountains. I grew up loving this movie. I know it is not the best movie, but hear me out and I promise I won't put on a pair of nostalgic goggles. The characters, practical effects, and music are all solid. David Keith plays a memorable hunter. He doesn't take shit from anyone and isn't afraid of throwing a few punches as well as one-liners. Vanessa Angel plays a great scumbag who doesn't care for people's survival as long as her kitty's okay, everyone and everything else is expendable. John Rhys Davis is a riot as the sleazy businessman who helped fund the project. This kind of character could have been annoying, but Davis does a great job at making the character as enjoyable as possible. Gina Gearing is the strong female, as is Nicole Tubiola. Both play characters that are stubborn and try not to show fear. Josh Holloway is the cool guy who you want to see be the hero, even though he gets injured the most. His dropkick is impressive, though. Todd Jensen, who plays in a lot of these kind of movies, like Mega Snake and Raging Sharks, has a cameo but is hilarious as the guy who's having a good time with his lady. However, all goes downhill, including his boner. Philip Glazer is the nerd, but he eventually fits in with the group. He's funny and doesn't belong, yet somehow he does. Lamard J. Tate is the cocky, full-of-himself black guy who doesn't back down from a fight and actually puts up a pretty good fight against the Sabretooth. With all the great characters, it's sad to see most of them go, but boy is it fun to watch. The gore, the effects, we get mutilated corpses, blood splatter, some guts, and a brutal eye gouging via 2 12-inch fangs. Most of the kills are off-screen, but when they do show the carnage, it is satisfying. The CGI, on the other hand, is pretty bad. It looks like they tried, but it didn't come out right, especially with the fur and movement, which are a bit too flat and unnatural. However, the practical gore and animatronic Sabretooth head look great. The details given to the head puppet are impressive. The motion picture soundtrack, that whistle type of tune is eerie, and the ominous, dark build-up music that accompanies it every time is unsettling. Also, when the characters walk, there's the shitty early 2000s music playing that kind of fits and kind of doesn't. It's a fun film with bad CGI. Although I thoroughly enjoyed the characters, am entertained by the gore, and creeped out by the music. You should never feel bad for liking a certain movie. I am unashamed with the fact that I have always loved Sabretooth, and can easily say that. Overall, I give Sabretooth a 3.5 out of 5. I'm Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Entertainment. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below and leave comments and subscribe.